Christian rock station, 89.7 Power FM.
It is Philmont with The Difference on 89.7 Power FM. It is Adrian, and inside the studio with me now are some of the guys from Philmont, or I should say all the guys from Philmont.
Yes.
And they got a show that's going on this weekend over in Garland at the United Christian Church, which is located off of Beltline. If you need directions or anything like that, you can hit us up in the studio. But tell me, because when you guys made the video for that song, it was something that was totally cool. You guys kind of did it in-house, right? It was kind of a do-it-yourself type thing.
Indeed.
And I can't for the life of me think of it. What is stop motion photography?
There's some of that in there.
Yeah, and
just a lot. Yeah.
So I guess just kind of describe the process, because it was like you're in a room with boxes. And
we shot the whole thing at my church. Just used the fellowship hall in there and took some cardboard, made a set out of it, and we spent a good chunk of time setting everything up, and then went in later that night when everyone left, and we were just there well into the night, and just all night long shooting and
jumping
over and over and over, and it was exhausting, but we're stoked with how it turned out, and it was a lot of fun to make. So.
And then I was reading up on the MySpace too that like since then I guess some of you guys have changed instruments. Right?
Yeah, we've done a whole big shuffle,
big switcheroo.
See, what happened was I moved to just singing. Scott here moved to just singing, put down my guitar, and handed it to Justin.
Justin used to play bass.
And then Justin handed the bass to newly added Joshua over there. Say hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Yeah.
And then and since then Todd has left us, and we got new drummer Jeremy. Say hi, Jeremy.
Hi. So you got Todd and Jeremy, Josh and Jeremy.
Correct. We're down to all J's. I'm the only non-J name, and I'm feeling kind of threatened.
Yeah,
if anybody comes up and introduces himself with a J name and says that they sing, then I take him out right there on the spot, chop him right in the vocal cords. Wow. I feel threatened.
They're like, no, you cannot have it. So, all right, well, how did that come about then? How did all this transformation, switching around? I mean, as a guitar player, do you still have like?
Well, see, therein lies the mistake. You just called me a guitar player, and it turns out that clearly I was not. I think God gives people talents.
Well,
and that was not one I was given. So
we love a lot of we have a lot of energy on stage, and we like running around, and kind of for him to have a guitar and stand on a mic stand, we wanted to kind of take it to a 5-piece and have a lot more activity up there.
Yeah, let's go with that reason.
That's my explanation.
That's the reason.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that sounds pretty good. Then how'd you guys come across these two? Are they from the hometown?
North Carolina? Josh, we knew him from another band that we grew up with, and so we just kind of gave him a call when the position opened. And Jeremy here, we actually found via YouTube. The band Addison Road.
Yeah.
They were looking for a drummer and had YouTube auditions that were a lot more successful than our own. So we just went and poached their drummers and started messaging their drummers that we liked, and Jeremy was one of those. So
really?
Worked
out great.
Stolen from the other team.
So Jeremy tried out for Addison Road through a YouTube video, and then you guys thought, like, dude, this guy's got some pretty good skills. We should recruit him. and then
come to the dark side.
And so do the people from Addison Road know about it, or?
They do. Yeah, we talked to him this summer at a festival, and they're like, because they were like, I thought he looked familiar. I was like, yeah, he was from your audition tape. We just it's all good. They wound up finding a dude that was super solid and everything, so it all worked out, and we appreciate the help that they gave us.
Yeah, thanks, Addison Road.
Yeah, totally. And those, I think I know they play over at Watermark Church, which is where I go to church. They've done some single stuff there before, so it's pretty cool. And we play a couple of their songs as well, so they're definitely kind of like a hometown band, so to say.
They're good people.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, let's talk a little bit more about new music. I know you mentioned that you have an EP. Have you guys given it a name? Have y'all?
We have not. We are debating and arguing.
It's been a long time of discussion over the name, as well as the release date. We got a track listing, but we're waiting to figure out the name and the release date.
So what are some names that you guys have like thrown around?
Oh, man, it's like we hate everything that we've heard. Yeah. And so I think. What's that? Me and Josiah are on different sides of this argument. Whereas I'm cool with doing like a self-titled EP. I thought that'd be cool, and he wants to give it a name, but refuses to come up with one that isn't terrible.
Hey, if anyone out there has some suggestions, come to the show tomorrow night and
please
throw them out.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can that could be something too. You can have the fans name the next EP.
If you successsuccessfully name it, the cover art will just be your happy face. That's
exactly. And you might get a free copy.
There you go.
Well, that's kind of like, I think, like what Weezer's doing for their new album. They have I don't know if you guys watched Lost. But
Yes, I saw that.
yeah, Hurley. Yeah, he's going to be on the cover of it. So that could be a lucky Philmont fan right there for the new EP.
Oh yeah, just your big shining mug.
Yeah. All right, then. And you guys don't have a release date? You guys have songs listing and all that?
Yeah, we're finishing up tracking actually like next week or something like that.
Yeah, almost done tracking it.
We're super excited about it, and we have actually one of the songs is available on iTunes right now.
That's correct. Just went up last week.
Nice and early.
Yeah,
so
I saw You Will Remain, right?
Correct. You Will Remain's on there.
And is that the only new song that you guys have out that's going to be off the new EP so far?
Yeah, it's the only one. Yeah, it's the only one we've released thus far. So the rest of them will probably wait a little longer towards the EP.
Very cool, man. I listened to this one, You Will Remain. I listened to a little bit of it before you got here, but it sounded like it was a little bit different sound from like the difference, you know?
Yeah. It's a little more mid-tempo kind of thing, but it's got a really good rock feel, and I would say that the EP in general is a little more rock and roll. There's a little more growth. I mean, we're definitely still a big pop punk influence, but compared to our album Attention, I would say that it's a little less pop punk and a little just more straight rock.
Yeah.
So then, who are some bands talking about pop punk influence that you guys were listening to that you can kind of like say, hey, we kind of styled their music after the sounds of?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up listening to, like Blink-182 and Newfound Glory and stuff, and still when they put out records, I still love them, and so yeah, once you grow up with that sort of influence, it's kind of always rooted in there, no matter how. I mean, now we listen to all sorts of different stuff, and
it's just natural to have just a big hooky thing, and riffs and just kind of the power chord thing that we've done for a while now.
Love to play it.
And those songs too are fun. They're catchy. They're upbeat, and they're usually sometimes they're carefree, and so like definitely it's always a lot of fun to see. And then what can you tell me about the song Back Down? Because we're about to play it here in a second. This is the first time that we've ever played it here on the station.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
Back Down is just a song about kind of relying on friends and family and fellow believers in your walk with Christ, and that you're gonna hit some rough patches, and it's not something that we're not built to do this alone, to go through life alone, and so it's just a song about reaching out and relying on others.
Totally. All right. Well, cool. Thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out, and we're gonna do some like behind the scenes stuff. So if you're listening right now, and wait for the YouTube video that we'll put up, and we'll put up on our Facebook page, and then we'll get a little tour of the actual tour bus too.
Yeah,
awesome.
Which is a party bus, and it was called what? Burney?
It's called Burney. Yes.
All right, cool. All right, and we'll look at that here coming up in a second. But right now, I want to debut a brand new song from Philmont. This is Back Down on Power FM.